Okay, we are back. Intro. Intro. All right. Classes end. I don't know if that there's no music. I don't know if that incident is the reason, but all the clubs are canceled for today. It seems the library is closed as well, so the students are going home in a hurry. There's an announcement that all students are to go home unless they have some special business. I guess I'm getting a call. Okay. Anyway, back. I can never just go through a record. I literally only ever. I know I cry about this a lot, but I literally only ever get calls from people that aren't like my brother when I'm recording. And he also I don't even record that much. Like it'll be like I sit down for like an hour. And like I know I'm recording a lot today, but I usually sit down for like an hour most days, and not even most days. It'll be like here's an hour this week, and then maybe an hour and a half the next week if I'm feeling spicy. It's just I pre-recorded so much before I started doing like daily uploads that helped me maintain it when I don't have that much time to record in general. You know what I mean? So, anyways, there's an announcement that all students are to go home unless they. I'm the only one left in room 2C. I bet it's like this in other rooms, so I should hurry, or there'll be nobody left in the school building. I should go talk to some people before that. I can't go straight home after I found Mitsuzuri's been missing. She's firm and she's stronger than most guys. It's not a trivial matter that she's missing, and most of all, I can't ignore it as her friend. Sorry, Saber, I have something to do. Why don't you go get Saber and then come get her? Because, like, regardless of who it is, it'd be helpful to have Saber around, you know? Sorry, I apologize to Saber and leave my classroom. I should go talk to people in Mrs. Uri's class, room 2A. Huh? Ayako is absent today because she's sick. Mrs. Zuri's absent today? You should know that if you're in the archery club, right? I'm telling you she's absent. Even devils get sick, huh? Her record of not being absent ends today. That's all I could get from the girls in her class. It seems everyone has been told that Mitsuzuri is absent because of illness. Sorry to interrupt. Don't tell her about this if she's here tomorrow. I waved goodbye and leave. If there's any place to go now, it'd be the archery range. No one's here. Well, duh, there's no club activities today. The door to the range is shut tight. It doesn't seem like anyone's inside, so it's meaningless to stay there. I guess I'll talk to Issei. They might have some new information. It's been 3 hours since lunch. It might be possible that she's already been found and it turned out nothing was wrong at all. Man, I didn't think that the student council will be closed as well. There aren't that many people here now, so it'll be difficult to ask around. I'll go home for now. Fujini should know something about Mitsuzuri. I get my bag and go out into the hallway. The sky is tinted red. The sun is setting and it should get dark in an hour or so. I get to the stairs. As I start walking down, I hear a sound above my head. I look up. There. Tosaka is standing at the top of the stairs. Oh, you're here too, Tosaka? She doesn't answer. First this morning, and then just now. I think her glares are getting worse every time I greet her. What? I'm gonna go if you don't have any business with me. I raise my bag to show her that I'm going home now. I don't know why, but Tosaka sighs. I'm stunned. Coming to school without your servant. Are you sane? She murmurs with O. Of course I'm sane. I can't turn Saber into spirit form, so there's no way I could bring her to school. Then skip school. It's like asking for others to kill you if a master is walking without servant. Do you know how stupid you are, Emiya? Well, I'm not stupid. Oh, kind of. Don't say ridiculous things. Masters don't fight in front of people, right? Then it's out of the question to fight during daytime, and at a school at that. Oh, then let me ask you. Are there people watching us now? Ugh. Huh? What's she talking about? I don't even need to check if there are people around. Huh? Why is this? Conveniently, there is no one here. There is no one in the third floor hallway. I'm sure that's the same for the fourth and second floor. The red-tinted building is quiet. I bet there are only teachers remaining on the first floor. It seems you finally understand. Jeez, I was more pissed off than astonished this morning. I told you so many times, but you still came to get killed? Saying so angrily, Tosaka rolls up her sleeve. A slender white arm. On the feminine arm, something like a glowing tattoo appears. What? It's not a command spell. Could that be? Even though I don't have one, it must be the proof of a magus, a magic crest. I don't even need to explain to you, right? This is a crystallization of the magic passed down my family. I can cast any magic carved on here just by filling it with magical energy. Yes, a magic crest is like an attached engine, separate from the magic circuit in a magus. There's no difficult incantation or procedure to follow. It is an ultimate hastening mechanism that runs the car called magic just by turning it on. But the magic crest will not show up unless it is in use. The magic crest is like a separate magic circuit that is formed using the magical energy of the magus. I told Archer to go home. The gander shot and the magic crest should be enough for you. There's no emotion in her voice. That makes me realize that she's serious. You can run away, but that's just making it hard on yourself. I'm going to win in the end no matter what you do, she says coldly, but my head's spinning. Fight here? Why does it have to be here? Why does it have to be now? And why do I have to fight against Tosaka? Hold on, Tosaka, are you insane? This is the school. Who knows what will come up if we make a commotion? I'll think about it when that happens. I don't let chances in front of me slip by. I'm sorry, but I'm taking care of you right here and now. Besides, I don't think I can stand having you walk about carelessly. I said hold on. I don't have any intention of fighting you. I do, even if you don't. Just prepare yourself, Shiro. She moves her arm and starts the fight. What sort of magic is it? The instant she points her left hand at me, my vision is filled with light. It's about 4 steps forward to the stairs leading to the second floor. If I'm to retreat back to the hallway, it'll also take me about 4 steps to get cover. This is no time to think. I kind of want to go down the stairs. Not gonna lie. Jump to the stairs? Tosaka's serious. There's no place to run even if I retreat back to the hallway. I'll jump down the stairs in front of me. I kick the floor with full force. It's about 1.5 meters down. I can easily take this kind of height. A running long jump of 1.5 meters and a half high, 1 meter wide. A running long jump of 1.5 meters high, 1 meter wide. I land without hurting myself. Whew. I have an advantage of one floor between us. So now I only have to run down to the first floor and get out of the building. What happened? It came from above. It feels like a giant blob of jelly fell on top of me. What? I can't move my legs. The weight of the jelly is stopping my feet. I try to shake off the pressure on my back. I feel like throwing up when I move. It's cold. I have goosebumps all over me. My joints are hurting, my muscles are heavy, and my organs are half shut down. Crap! This is... It's not because of the jelly that I can't move. This is a bad case of the cold. Tosaka's magic. The Gandier shot, a magic that'll infect the target with the cold has hit me. As a result, my body is so sick that it can't move on its own. Just as I expected. I knew you'd go there if I prepared an easy escape route. I hear Tosaka's voice from afar, as if she's contacting me from the moon. Let me apologize first. What I'm going to do now is as bad as taking away your life. Her cold fingers dig into my neck. When I realize it's Tosaka's fingers and try to fling it away. Goodbye. I don't think you knew, but I've known you for a long time. My consciousness shuts down as if it's shorted out. Huh? It's morning already. I rouse my sleepy mind and pull myself up. What did she do? It's past 6 o'clock. I should be preparing breakfast now. Good morning, Senpai. Breakfast is already prepared. Oh, I'm sorry I made you do it by yourself again. I'll make dinner, so please forgive me. No, you can't do that. It's my turn to cook tonight, so please let me. But I'd be relying on you too much if I made you cook breakfast and dinner. Let me cook tonight. I want to make it up to you for sleeping in. Then let's cook together. I'll help you, so please come home early. Alright, I'll cut work short today. What? Hang on, what? I'm guessing she, like, put us in some kind of dream world? Or something? What is happening? Or is this, like, just reality and she, like, took our magic somehow? I head to the table while apologizing to Sakura. Breakfast already on the table, and Fujini runs in at the last second like always. Good morning, everyone! Good morning. Everyone sure is doing well this morning. Wait, huh? What is this, Shiro? What do you mean? Did you forget something at your house? Huh? That's weird, I thought something strange. But nothing strange at all. But it's still bothering me. Shiro, aren't you forgetting something? Forgetting something? Like what? Don't ask me, I'm asking you since I can't figure it out. Sakura, don't you think something is I didn't have time to hit the mute button, so I apologize for that cough. Oh, my throat. Good, juicy water. It feels like we're forgetting something, or missing something. No, I think it's just your imagination, Fujimaru-sensei. We're not forgetting anything, nor are we forgetting anyone. Yeah, Saber's gone, and they're all just like, huh, I guess it's all gone. Oh well, if I can't remember it, it must mean it's not important. Fujini seems satisfied as she sits down and starts eating. This is a normal morning in this household. 30 minutes after, Fujini and Sakura leave. I leave the house as well. I walk up the hill. It's past 7:30. The road is filled with students like me. A familiar scene. I breathe in the perfect morning air. Then, I notice that a female student is looking at me. She must have found it awkward that our eyes met as she starts walking on quickly. Oh, Amiya. Were you glaring at Tosaka? Huh? Oh, morning, Issei. I wasn't glaring at her, it's just that our eyes met. Really? That's fine, but make sure not to pick a fight with Tosaka, okay? It's her principle to counter twice as hard. You'll be throwing away your last year in school if you do so. I don't know how serious he is, as Issei murmurs Buddhist scriptures. But that's needless worry. Are you stupid? First of all, I don't even know her. Well, she did look beautiful, but I didn't know such a person went to our school. Yes, that is the correct response. That thing is... Okay, so she just took our memory. That thing is too much for us humans. It is our way to not get involved with her. Huh? I was worried for a second, but everything is settled now. Issei goes up the hill. I watch him go as I stand there. A morning scene with nothing missing. My left hand hurts a bit. Everything settled? What happened and what ended? I hear the first bell from the top of the hill. It's 8 o'clock already. As the school gate closes, I feel like I'm locked out from something. Nothing comes to mind. I feel uneasy for some reason, and I can't think of where to go or where to return to. Bad end. Okay, so I guess the stairs, was a bad decision. Yes, I'll take the advice. Congratulations, everyone! This is the true ending of Tosaka-san's route. Life is back to normal for Shiro. This is indeed a grand finale. Well, everyone, let's meet next time in Fujimaru-sensei's route. We don't need Tiger. No way, you idiot. Lies that sound like they're true are not allowed. We can't have anyone tricked into confusion in the Q&A corner. You have grown strong, Buruma. Oh, Senpai, hi, you look beautiful as always. Just go on and explain the situation, Buruma. Also, there are two ways to get to this bad end. One is simple mistake in your choice, getting shot at after stupidly escaping forward. And the other is a bit troubling, and that is the case where you come from Saber's route. To put it simply, you need to restart from the morning of the 4th day. The 5th day's title was Unlimited Blade Works, even though the title of the 4th day was Fate. To put it more simply, Death of Betrayers. That's wrong, Senpai. Chiro betrayed you. Oh, voice was not found. Okay. Oh, she's gone. Anyway, there are two ways to avoid this bad end. Escape back when you're attacked by Reen, or if the choice didn't appear, you have to restart from the morning of the 4th day. And a special tip for those who came here without seeing any ending. You can't clear Reen no matter what during your first play. What? It'll be smart to fight along Saber as her master at least once. Huh? Okay, well, I guess we'll start back from here. So, yeah. I guess with that being said, it's a little bit shorter than I thought it was going to be, because I didn't think I was going to pick the wrong decision. That was a thought that went through my head of, like, maybe, as soon as I clicked, I was like, well, I guess we're just going to go forward into the shots. But then I was like, back into the school hall, like, my thought process was, like, get down to where people would be, and then Reen couldn't attack us as well, which I thought would be the correct decision, but, you know, it makes sense as to why it's wrong. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Boop-wee. Okay, we be back with some... I should have taken a sip of water before I started speaking. Alright, we be back. Let's, run down the hall, why don't we? It's about 4 steps, 4 steps, 4 steps, no time to think. So what should I do? Jump back to the hallway. I don't look back as I jump. I use the corner of the hallway as a shield and jump sideways with all my might. I slide into the hallway. Damn! I hear Tosaka cluck her tongue as something heavy hits the wall. Wait, what did she just do? I get back up and look behind me. The wall I was standing in front of until now is smoking. And, to be more precise, there are 3 fist-sized burn marks on the wall. It's a projectile weapon. No, that thing is a curse that will infect the target with a disease. The Gander shot Tosaka was talking about should be something from the Northern European rune, an indirect curse that worsens the disease of the one being pointed at. Its effect is to worsen someone's illness, so it shouldn't be something with any physical effect. But Tosaka's Gander shot is made with such dense magical energy that it looks like a bullet. The problem is, its power is like that of a bullet as well. Wow, as expected of Tosaka, it's such a brutal use of force, making a slow curse into an immediate curse. Wait, is she trying to kill me? I told you so! I hear her running after me. I instantly get myself together. There's no time to think, I have to run for now. Hallway. No, hallway's bad. The hallway's straight. Tosaka's using a projectile weapon, so she'll shoot me in the back if I run down here. Don't move! Tosaka sprints out from the corner. Just before that, I jump into the room beside me, room 2F. She shoots the Gander shot through the hallway. It seems she shot it right after she ran into the hallway. Damn, I can't fight against that thing. How can she tell me not to fight? I'm no match for her. I look around the room in a hurry. Is there any projectile weapon? Isn't there a shield, an armor, or a bulletproof vest in here? Crap, she's here. Her footsteps stop in front of the classroom. I'm sure she saw me run in here. Then she must be wary of my setting up an ambush. No way am I an idiot! I run. I run from the back of the room to the door in front of the room in that instant. The Gander shots are mercilessly shot into the classroom. Geez, she's shooting them like crazy. The bullets go through the walls, hitting everything in the classroom. Ouch, just get my back! It would have gotten me if I hadn't moved. No way, why are you still standing? Tosaka Reen jumps into the classroom. We're about 4 meters apart in the front and in the back of the classroom. We glare at each other again. No, there's no time for that. I jump out into the hallway. Running into a room isn't a good option. I'll have to run to the stairs over there. Oh, now it's a good time to go for the stairs. Man, she's really merciless. It just scraped my head. Hey, it just scraped my sides as well. Ow, 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 ow. Damn, are you serious? I won't be alright if I get hit with that thing. Of course not. Stop if you don't want to get hurt. I'll finish you off quickly if you do, so stop. The bullets fly through the hallway. Actually, the sounds are like those of real bullets. Wait, are you really shooting Gander shots? I can only hear murderous intent in that sound. Shut up, don't run away. I'm getting irritated because my target's moving. Tosaka says as she fires. Man, this is like giving a knife to... Hey, that's it. The sound of firing echoes in the hallway, but I made it. I reached the stairs in the nick of time. I run down the stairs. I've won since I made it this far. I run down the stairs and reach the landing. Tosaka shouldn't be able to follow me if I make it to the first floor. I gasp. Tosaka took a shortcut by jumping over the railing of the stairs. To put it simply, I have to get past that glaring Tosaka to make it down to the first floor. I'm surprised. You're pretty agile. I thought you said you had flab. Oh. Some veins are showing on Tosaka's forehead now. It's scary how used I'm getting to this. The instant I realize it's coming, I jump sideways and hear the bullets hit the wall beside me. I run down the hallway in the other direction. The good news is that I'm down to the second floor. If I'm able to run away and make it down to the first floor, I'm sure Tosaka won't. Damn, you're still following me? You're persistent, Tosaka. Give up already. You're the persistent one. I won't kill you, so give up already. I don't know if it's because she's serious or if she's mad about me running away. Tosaka's Gander shots are loud enough that I'll have people calling the cops. This isn't the time to be worrying about such things. Being more powerful means that the bullets are bigger. The curse that was just hot when it scraped me is now burning everything it touches. The Gander shot scrapes my leg. My speed goes down. As soon as I figure out she'll catch up before I make it to the stairs, I jump into the room beside me. I go into the classroom and move to the window side. Well, what should I do? I should be able to jump down from the second floor. If I'm going to get shot at, I might as well try escaping from here. I hear Tosaka's voice from the hallway. Something like a thin membrane surrounds the classroom. A boundary field. The instant I notice that the boundary field has soundproof effects, I figure out what Tosaka's going to do. I jump to the wall. I feel a strong magic being activated. I crouch down, tip over a desk, and hide behind it. This isn't like the Gander shot she fired up till now. I close my eyes and place my hand on the desk. She's casting a spell. Even though she has help from the magic crest, Tosaka's casting her spell. Will I make it? No, I have to make it. I skip every manufacturing process, the process of making another nerve in my spine, and frantically pour magical energy into the desk. Trace. On. Lights and sounds explode. It's an ordinary day after school. The ordinary classroom turns into a dance floor in an instant. Dancing desks. Comparing the bundle of magical energy aimed at the classroom to a pistol is an understatement. As it shots without pause over a wide range, it's more like a machine gun. They don't know what kind of curse is in this magical energy, but it's strong enough to be visible to the human eye. As it has mass, it destroys everything it touches. The desks are running like crazy like a person on fire. My eardrums are already screwed up from the sound of the dancing desks and the echoing bullets. This is more like a battlefield than a dance floor. But still, I don't see any cracks in the windows. It must be the boundary field Tosaka set up. This room is a closed space now. It seems one can enter the space but not leave. The bullets fired in here are no exceptions, as the sound don't escape this room. Jeez. Tosaka's angry, but she's still acting like a magus. I put as much magical energy as I can produce into the desk and use as a shield. The only magic I can use is the strengthening magic. I strengthen the desk to defend myself against this rain of magical energy. But it's only for a brief moment. My strengthening magic will only endure this barrage of bullets for about 3 seconds. As a result, I have to redo the strengthening magic right when it wears off and repeat this process. Damn, does she have infinite magical energy? The rain does not stop. Maybe Tosaka knows what's going on in the classroom. She might be still attacking because she knows I'm blocking her attacks like this. Then this rain would stop when my magical energy runs out, huh? I slump my shoulders while concentrating on the desk. Well, let's compare our endurance. Let's have a match to see who will give up first. I give up. Well, that was fast. The match is decided in a flash. It feels like I've gotten knocked out 15 seconds into the first round. I'm not wounded, and I have lots of stamina left, but I can't do anything if my magical energy runs out. But man, I look up from behind the desk. I can't see the classroom too well because of the smoke. I hear a sound. My hand burns into something on the floor. It's the left leg of the chair. She really did destroy this place. Well, I guess it could be used as a weapon. I pick out the stick and put my remaining magical energy into it. It worked. Wow, I'm perfect when it really counts. I swing the stick I strengthened. Well, it won't do me any good to just stand here. I'll be dead if she attacks again. Maybe I used too much magical energy, as I can't even stand up. And the smoke isn't letting me breathe. She's smoking me out, huh? She's got it all down. Tosaka's experienced in fighting. She'll just corner me if I stay here. I know she's waiting for me in the hallway, but I can't escape out the window because of the boundary field. I make up my mind and head to the hallway. My feet are still numb. I move the wreckage of desks and crawl into the smoke before me. And on the other side is... You finally come out, Emiya? Tosaka's waiting for me, her shoulders heaving. I glare at her and manage to stand up. The numbness in my feet is temporary, so I think I could still move them if I wanted to. But it's not like running would do me any good. Tosaka's just tired from running and she has plenty of magical energy left. Unlike myself, whose magical energy is depleted, Tosaka's just out of physical energy. If we resume our battle, I'm sure she'll shoot me down without hesitation. It's over. Throw away that weird weapon. You can't win now. Tosaka declares her victory. Oh, that pisses me off. I know it's reckless, but I can't help it if she makes me mad. We won't know until we try. Don't say such a thing when your shoulders are heaving like that, idiot. I raise the leg of the chair to show that I'm resisting to the very end. I see. Alright, I was going to be kind to you if you were going to give up, but I guess that was an unnecessary courtesy. Let me apologize to you beforehand. She smiles. I wish you wouldn't make an ominous smile like that. Why apologize? I won't forgive you for this even if you apologize. I'm apologizing for what's going to happen, Emiya. I can't hold back if you're resisting, right? I can't apologize to you if I happen to kill you accidentally. She's serious. Well, she did seem serious, but I guess that made her really serious. I finally realized that I'm in a hopeless situation. Oh, did you finally realize the situation you're in? I'm glad. If you said something absent-minded, even in a situation like this, I would have done something. Ugh, what do you mean by something? She glares at me. I see. I guess this is what she meant by being absent-minded. This is your final warning. Throw away that weapon and give me your command spell. It'll rip off the nerves in your arm in the worst case. But it's better than losing your life, right? Give up my command spell? My command spell isn't something I can hand over to her, and most of all, no, I can't do that. I see. Let me ask you why. I can't give you my command spell. That's like telling me to betray Saber. I see. I'll give you 3 seconds. It's your life, so you decide. Tosaka raises her left hand. Just throw the chair leg at her. I bet she'll release her gander shot the instant I refuse. Let me just save over this. Can I admit? Wait, I don't... Which one of these is to say, fuck you, and kick her trash? Can I admit defeat against Tosaka? Can I hand over my command spell? 3. What's your reply, Emiya? We stare at each other. Did that scream come from below? Tosaka, that was... a scream. I instantly get up and start running. Hey, do you know where it came from, Emiya? No, I can only tell it was below us. Hold on, I'll lift the boundary field now. I run down the stairs. Hold on, it's dangerous to go by yourself. This isn't the time to be worrying. That scream was unusual. I know, that's why I'm telling you it's dangerous. We get down to the first floor. There's no one moving in the hallway, but there's one collapsed female student lying there. The student is collapsed in front of the emergency exit. Good, she's only unconscious. I check on the female student. She must be in the first year. She's unconscious, but I don't see any wounds, so she should be alright. You're wrong. She's so pale. Can't you tell that she's empty inside? Huh? Empty inside? She has had her magical energy. No, life energy to be precise, drained. This is about as bad, no worse than the people who got attacked by Castor. She'll die if we let her be. Die? Even though she doesn't have any wounds? Hey now, you're an all-star. It's only natural for someone to die if they're empty inside, even if they don't have any external wounds. Hold on, I think I can do something with a stone I have. She searches her pocket. Thank God. It seems serious, but Tosaka seems to knows how to cure her. Tosaka kneels down and looks at the female student. Her face looks serious. She tends to the female student while sweat forms on her forehead. What's going on? That serious face of hers. I think I saw it recently. Jeez, it's so annoying. Can you close the door, Emiya-kun? The wind's moving my hair. Huh? Oh, that emergency exit. I look at the open emergency exit. Huh? Open. Come to think of it, we still haven't figured out why this girl is unconscious. She didn't do this to herself, so somebody else must have attacked her. We ran here right after we heard the scream, so the emergency exit is the only place to get away from. Oh, is it because I was looking at the emergency exit? I sensed something black being shot and I... Watch out, Tosaka! I protect Tosaka with my right arm. Huh? What is that? You have a hole in your arm. Just like Tosaka said, a black dagger is piercing my right arm. The thing lodged in between my wrist and my arm looks like a nail. No, it's too big to call it a nail. Something like a dagger has pierced through my arm. Why? No, you're bleeding so much. Doesn't it hurt? It hurts. It really hurts. But it hurts so much that I can't panic. But more than that, someone threw this at Tosaka's face. Please take care of her, Tosaka. I start running. I don't have time to wait for Tosaka's response. I squeeze the strengthened metal rod in my left hand and run out of the emergency exit. I run while dangling my right arm. The arm's red below my elbow. Is there some bad luck with my arms today? Tosaka told me to give her the command spell on my left arm. Now this one almost got ripped off. It has to be around here. I look around. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I certainly feel it. The person that attacked that female student. The person that attacked Tosaka with that dagger is nearby. The person is still around. If I close my eyes, I can feel the dark magical energy moving. Behind the archery range, in the woods? I jump over the hedge and run across the moldy land. Then, between the trees, someone I recognize is standing there smiling. Shinji? I stop. Why is Shinji here? He's missing right now. No, Mizuzuri is the one missing. Shinji's the last one who saw her and... The injured arm throbs. The instant I fall to the ground. A nail-like dagger is thrust at my throat. I instantly dodge it. I just keep falling and keep rolling forward to avoid it. My throat. It's scraped and the skin's cut. But this is rather fortunate. If I had been a second too late, it would have been my throat that got cut. You. I instantly get up. In front of me stands a woman in black with an irritating smile. And I think I'll end the episode there. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, we are back, and we're just right back into the action, because, I've realized I don't need to keep the episode going for the entire action scene. That's why I get, 50-minute episodes, and then my throat is just dead at the end. So, yeah, we're not doing that. And that felt like appropriate time to end anyways. But yeah, anyways, let's just get back into it. I instantly get up. In front of me stands a woman in black with an irritating smile. A servant. I'm sure of it. A concentration of magical energy even Tosaka cannot stand up to. An ethereal beauty and a thick smell of blood. I don't know what class she is, but her existence is beyond human. She disappeared? The black shadow disappeared from my vision. My instincts tell me I'll be killed. I desperately swing my weapon above me. I parry the nail coming from my head. She's like a spider jumping through the woods as if she's sticking to the trees. I run. It was just pure coincidence that I was able to block that surprise attack. I can't block another attack, and there's no way I'd be able to get away. I run to a nearby tree and put my back against it. It should be able to block any attacks from behind. No, I have to believe that I can. Damn, her figure stands out so much, so... I don't see that servant in black anywhere. She might be jumping from branch to branch as I don't see her coming down. Sweat rolls down my forehead. The sound of chains is like that of a snake aiming for its prey. I suppress the laughter trying to escape me. The sound of chains echoes through the woods. Even though I might be killed in the next moment, my mind is completely blank. I don't have any notion of time, and the guillotine isn't coming down. That's what's strange. The battle should have been over by now, but I'm still alive. It's so strange that I think I might have been killed by that previous surprise attack, and might be merely dreaming now. Saber. Can't match a servant. Then I'll have to rely on her. The command spell. If I use the command spell to call Saber, I should be able to escape this situation. But, is that alright? I place myself in this dangerous situation. Then I shall hold responsibility for that, and most of all, I haven't done all I can do. That's right. I have a weapon in my hand, even if it may be a weak one, and my body can still move. If this is a bad position, I only have to move away. I can call for Saber after that. I'm surprised you're not using your command spell. I don't remember what voice I gave her. The voice echoes. She's above me, on a branch somewhere as I expected. Huh. Unfortunately. Oh, this is Shiro. Unfortunately, I don't have too many left, so I don't know what I'd do in the future if I use one for something like this. And well, I don't really know how to use it. I see. You must be brave, unlike my master. I search around me. Where is the voice coming from? Then I shall alter my course of action. I cannot go all out against the master without a servant. I shall kindly kill you. The voice stops. The sound of chains is the only sound echoing through the woods. She's coming. What I have to do is get out of this place. To do so, I would have to block her nail a few times. The fact that I have to defend myself using a chair leg is so pathetic that it's funny. If I at least had... If this stick was as splendid as the weapons he had, I might be able to even counterattack. Here I go. I don't have time to think about what ifs. It's about 30 meters to get out of the woods. This isn't much compared to the chase I had with Tosaka. I run. I ignore the annoying sound of chains and run frantically towards the exit. I repel the attack from above. And then, using the weapon, I block the roundhouse kick executed by the servant. She's in front of me now. I repel her attacks. No way. The servant in black retreats. It's just a coincidence. If the first surprise attack was blocked by coincidence, these attacks were also blocked by chance. I can't even see her movements. For me to stay alive in spite of that is nothing but pure luck. But, are coincidences something that continue on like this? No. What if my assumptions are wrong in the first place? The first attack. The surprise attack to my head. Amiyashiro could not block such attacks. I cannot block them even by coincidence. You. The servant in black murmurs. Her irritated voice is rather surprisingly beautiful. You're no good. You're not as good as the other servants. I swing at the servant in front of me. The servant in black blocks my blow and jumps back. I can make it. There's nothing in my way now. The servant in black has retreated. Now all I have to do is go a few more meters and... No. That's as far as you go. You were already captured. Huh? My body falls. Rather, I'm being pulled back. My right arm hurts. The pierced arm is being pulled by some force. Do you still not understand? The thing in your arm is my nail. Your nail? That makes me realize. The thing extending from her weapon. The annoying sound of chains. The sound of the chains moving. The sound of the binding chains that I've heard since I came out of the building. Crap! I reach out for my right arm with my left, but it's too late. The arm moves up by itself and is lifted up. My arm's about to be torn off. The nail on my right arm, the chain coming out of it, dangles me in the air, using a branch as a fulcrum. Well, it seems you were saying something very interesting. The servant in black approaches. I can't run away or fight now that I'm suspended in midair. You said I am inferior to other servants. This is troubling. I cannot kill you until I correct that misunderstanding of yours. I'm like a sacrifice. It's like the one put to the gallows in a Western movie. The nail-like dagger is raised. The servant in black licks the tip of it. Let me see. Shall I take those mistaken eyes of yours? I shall take your remaining limbs afterwards. She jumps lightly and appears right in front of me, who's suspended 3 meters above the ground. The nail comes for me. My body still moves. Oh, freak! Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Would Saber even appear in time if I use the command spell? Mm. Mm. Hang on, hang on. I use that to crush the water bottle. My brain is enormous. Anyways, what am I gonna do? I feel like here's the thing. 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 I feel like using the command spell is like the obvious option, but I don't know if I'm thinking about that too much. And obviously, like, well, actually, what hand was Shiro holding his weapon in? He wasn't holding it in the right arm, right, dude? That'd be so stupid. So he has to have it in his left. Do I try to fight? Dude, I don't know. I don't know, man. Because again, I feel like this is the obvious option. This is the obvious wrong option. So I feel like this is the only like kind of not obvious in either direction one. You know what I mean? Like maybe if I click this one, it'll block her for one attack, and then Reen will show up and you go pew 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 pew. But then if I feel like this is so obvious, I was like, I use this, and then just like in the Fate route, she'll show up and then proceed to clap cheeks with Ryder. You know what I mean? I hate this. I don't know what to do. Um, how about I just do this one? I still have the weapon in my hand. Okay, I was right. I swing my arm while still suspended. She must have seen it coming. The servant in black avoids it midair. The death in front of me smiles. I swing my body desperately to avoid it, but it's useless. The servant mercilessly thrusts her nail at my eye. Oh, I was right! And she is shot from the side by numerous bright bullets. Now I'm curious, like, how would the command spell one be like a bad end? Or is it just like a different option, I guess? I don't know. Interesting. Ouch. I fall to the ground. That was a very good reading of ouch. The bullets cut the chains and I hit my butt on the ground. The servant in black turns her back. She jumps onto a branch and retreats like a beast. Are you alright, Emiya? As soon as she runs up to me, she takes my hand. I have to stop the bleeding. Do you have anything to wrap around it? Oh, I have a handkerchief. It's probably clean since Sakura prepared it for me. I guess not much better than mine, but it's better than nothing. We can make do with my towel and that. Tosaka takes my pulse and murmurs something like a spell. It must be styptic and painkiller, as my right hand feels a bit better. Tosaka carefully puts a handkerchief on my wound and wraps the towel around it. Seeing her like that reminds me, Tosaka is a beautiful and nice person. I was watching her from a distance, admiring her for being an honor student until 3 days ago. And as it turns out, her true personality was far away from my imagination. Why is there a heart beating in my ear? I don't like that at all, actually. It feels weird. I thought I was like imagining it at first, but then I was like, no, that's there. But it's not like she was any different inside. Oh. The doi. My heart's pounding. Tosaka's a nice person. She's so close to me, and she's so beautiful that I can forgive her for everything that happened until now. I can't think straight. Alright, I guess this is good for now. So, what was that? I tried to back you up since you were in a terrible situation when I caught up to you. I don't know. I followed that person here and I was attacked. I concisely tell her what happened. I decided not to say anything about seeing Shinji. Why? It might have been my imagination. And even if it was him, I don't have any proof that he's connected with that servant. Don't make a face like that. I couldn't tell who she was. But she's a servant, so that means there's another master here. Yeah, I knew there was another master at the school. So this means that master finally made a move. Tosaka stumps her shoulders. It seems Tosaka already knew about this third master. Hmm? Then that master is the one who attacked the female student. Hold on, Tosaka, how's that girl? She's doing better. She's sleeping in the nurse's office now, so her life's not in danger. I see, that's good. I sigh with relief. That means all problems have been resolved. Then what's left is he gonna get up and be like, yo, Tosaka, time for me and you to throw down, babe? And then they're gonna fight? Huh? Why are you staring at me? Hey, I won't do something like that. I don't know what she misunderstood. Tosaka, something makes the stupid... Tosaka sometimes makes the stupidest misunderstandings. Hey, I know that. You won't do such a thing. What I want to ask is if you want to continue. Do you want to keep fighting or not? Hearing this, Tosaka freezes. How long did it last? Tosaka glares at me once. Then twice. Then thrice! Then hangs her head as if giving up. That's fine. But it troubles me if she makes such a face near me. Tosaka, what do you want to do? I won't do it. This is it for today. I'm not in the mood anymore, and I owe you for another thing. She gets up and brushes dirt off her knees. Let's go. I know it hurts, but bear it until we get to my place. Tosaka offers me her hand. I tilt my head in wonder and look at Tosaka's eyes. I'm saying we're going to my house. You can't heal that wound yourself, right? Oh, well, that's true, but why? Hey now, you'll die of necrosis if we leave that wound be. It'll be my fault if you lose your arm. Tosaka pulls at me as if telling me not to talk back. Huh? Wait, I don't get it at all. Tosaka's house is in the residential district on the other side of town. I guess there are Western-style houses at the very top, but I've never actually been up there. This is as far as I've been, and I don't know anything about what lies ahead. So, this is the famous Western-style mansion at the top of the hill, the main base of Tosaka, a magus with a prestigious lineage. I look up at the extravagant mansion, dumbfounded. Well, I thought I was used to things like this because of Shinji's house, but this has its own taste. Emiya, the entrance is over this way. Oh, yeah, I know. I clear my throat and follow after Tosaka. Man, I can understand if I'm on guard being invited to another master's base, but I'm getting nervous just thinking that I'm going into Tosaka's house. So, this is the living room in Tosaka's house, the place Tosaka Rin lives every day. Let me see your arm. She gets straight to the point. Please. I sit on a chair and show her my right arm. She takes off the towel that's wrapped around it. I think she's closer to me now. I didn't notice before, but her black hair looks really pretty and causes my heart to beat faster. Huh? That's weird. The wound's smaller than before. Do you have a healing charm on you? Huh? No, that's not true. Really? But your wound's almost healed. I didn't say anything about it being pretty. Huh? I didn't say anything about it being pretty. Huh? What did you say, Tosaka? I said your wound's almost healed up. I only stopped your bleeding, so it shouldn't be healed. But I don't know anything about it. Really? Well, you are an amateur, so there's no way you could heal yourself. Then it might have to do with Saber's ability. What does Saber's ability have to do with my wound healing? Well, this is just a guess. You might have made a mistake when you made a contract with Saber, so the flow of power might be reversed. I don't know how you formed your contract, but I hear that there are servants that make their contractor immortal. Saber's self-healing powers might be flowing into you. Does that mean my wound will heal as long as our contract exists? Well, I guess so, but I wouldn't rely on it. Saber's healing your wounds, so it means you'll be using up Saber's magical energy. And more importantly, that's a power to heal your wounds, but not bring you back to life. It'll be all over if you die, so don't do such a reckless thing again. Oh. I don't know when she did it, but the bandage is wrapped already and the treatment is done. She pats my arm and stands up. Well, I'll go get us some tea. You want some milk or sugar in your tea? I don't want either. Can you tell me one thing before that, Tosaka? What? It's about what you said before. You said something about there being another master at our school. Oh, that. Oh yeah, you wouldn't notice the boundary field set up there, huh? To put it simply, there's another master at school who's doing things like what we just saw. I recall the female student. She was pale, and Tosaka said she would have died if we hadn't found her. So masters don't only go after other masters, huh? It's like that priest said. But why would they do such a thing? To win the Holy Grail War, of course. Servants can acquire more magical energy, and the more they feed on human minds. The master at our school wants to use everyone as sacrifices to make his or her servant stronger. What? Using the students as sacrifice? Is that master insane? Who knows? But there's a boundary field set up at our school. It's not complete, but everyone inside will weaken and die once it's activated. Well, it's not like I'm going to let that happen. Tosaka explains with a cool voice. This must be something she's known for days. She knew what she had to do and went to school, even though she told me not to. She knew it's dangerous to be there, but she still went to stop the master who set up the boundary field. I'm ashamed of myself. It's only natural for Tosaka to get mad at me, who came to school without thought. I wasn't prepared for anything as I was trying to continue my peaceful, everyday life. Hey, what's wrong? Why are you depressed? Did I say something bad? She looks at me uneasily. I bet she's misunderstanding again. No, you're wrong. I just thought that I'd never be able to beat you. I think it's wrong for me to apologize, so I try to tell her how I feel. Tosaka stares at me. What? This isn't about the previous fight. I know, Emiya. Do you want me to make peace? Do you want to make peace for now? Then, she attacks me with a smile that makes my heart jump. You mean a truce between us? Yep. The master at our school is ill-natured, and the enemy now knows about you. I personally want to take care of this other master before you. So, do you want to cooperate and look for this other master? I'm taken aback, but I think calmly. No, there's no need to think. What Tosaka said is correct. And more than that, I cannot ignore this master. First of all, I decided to fight so that I can stop masters that will hurt innocent people. How about it? I don't think it's a bad proposal. Yeah, it'll be great if you can help me. I nod while staring back into her eyes. Hold on, it doesn't mean I'll be helping you. We're just promising that we won't attack each other. I see, so it doesn't mean an enemy of our enemy is your ally, huh? Nope, but you can trust me for now. I'll help you as long as you don't betray me. She declares so. This is so like her, and I am honestly thankful for this fortune that I've been brought upon me. That's been brought upon me. Great, then you'll be my ally forever. Please give me your best regards, Tosaka. I nod and hold out my right hand. I'm sure it won't last a long time, so at least be of some use to me, okay? Tosaka sounds ungracious, but I won't be tricked by it, because she puts out her right hand, and most of all, because she firmly shakes my hand. And see. What was I saying there? I don't even know what was going through my mind. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, we be back. I see. No wonder I thought it was strange. So you're not an official successor, huh? Your dad died yeah, I'm just getting into it. I'm not doing an intro. If I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say it. Your dad died before he handed down the magic crest to you, right? I don't know. I don't think my father wanted to pass his magic crest on to me. He was also against the fact that I wanted to be a magus. But he taught you magic, right? Isn't that contradictory? Maybe. It seemed like he taught me magic because I wouldn't give up. He also told me from the beginning to be a magic user and not a magus. We talk about unimportant stuff for a while. Since we're cooperating, I want to know about your family. Tosaka asked me that question, and it's now getting into how I learned magic. Amiya Kiritsugu was a lone wolf magus that came from the outside. In contrast, Tosaka's family has a proper lineage and supervises this land. Normally, a magus from outside must show good faith to the supervisor of the land, but Kiritsugu didn't do so. Actually, he hid the fact that he was a magus. As Tosaka Rin is the head of the Tosaka family, she is the supervisor of this land, even though she's young. She was entrusted with the supervision 10 years ago, and it's only recently that she actually became able to protect the land. Well, that's why the Tosaka family never knew about Kiritsugu's existence, and why they didn't know about his son, who was a magus. Hang on, I need to wipe my mouth really quick. A magic user, huh? Then you really are an amateur. You don't have any knowledge other than the magic you can use, right? That's right, I can only use the strengthening magic I can only use the strengthening magic. I only know a bit of other things. What I did before was just casting and strengthening magic on a desk to use as a shield, and that was the best magic I've ever done. Huh? Uh, are you serious? Why are you telling me something like that? Then she gets mad like it's her own affair. Wait, is this something to be angry about? Hey now, look, Emiya. We are cooperating, but there are things we should still keep secret, right? We should be hiding the scope of our power, and first of all, a Magus has to keep his magic hidden at all costs. Really? Well, it's meaningless to keep it a secret now, right? It's true that's not something to be telling people, but you're a Magus, it's not a problem to tell you. And Father told me that magic is not something to hide desperately. What is that? Did your dad really say such a thing? Yeah, I guess he wanted to tell me not to be bound by rules. He always told me that I shouldn't learn magic and that I could quit anytime I wanted. Tosaka grits her teeth. What's she so irritated about? She's showing enmity like never before. Don't be ridiculous. Your dad's not a Magus. If you're taught by such a character, I can't approve of you as a Magus. Tosaka, calm down. Why are you so mad? Well, I know I'm no Magus compared to you, but my father was a great Magus. No, that's not what I want to say. What I can't forgive is that... That what? Then Tosaka's enmity disappears as if she's regained her composure. I'm sorry, it was my fault. Everyone's ways are different. I'm proud of myself, so it's not my place to tell you something. I don't get it. Did something annoy you? Like the method Father taught me? Or is it my inexperience? Yeah, I don't have complaints about how inexperienced you are. I do have complaints. Like how you only know the strengthening magic after a few years of study, and how you tell me that weakness of yours. Tosaka smiles suggestively. Is it just me, or do I feel a chill? You're right. I really regret it now. But I can't help it, right? I'm only good at strengthening magic, and my father's dead. I had no way of learning anything else. Yes, that's the limit of a single Magus. Magi don't know when they're gonna die, so they leave magic crests behind and cooperate with the association. What I got so angry about was how your dad never did anything against that. Magic of a Magus isn't just his magic. Magic is something passed down from parent to child for many generations. It's the sum of their life's work. The responsibility isn't just yours. So the first condition for being taught magic is that you will pass it on to later generations. A child born into a Magus family instantly becomes a successor and an inheritor. We are born for that reason, and we also die for that reason. A Magus's child isn't human from the start. No, it is the duty of the Magus to change what is born human into something else through many years and hard training. That's why your dad isn't a Magus. Your dad chose to be a parent over being a Magus. She looks away as she says so. I don't know why Tosaka's mad. What Tosaka thought when she was raised in this house. How much she sacrificed to train as the daughter of a family of Magi. I can't put myself in her place no matter how hard I try. Tosaka, is that why you considered me your enemy? Because I don't have the mindset of a Magus? That's right. It's not that I hate you, but I can't approve of you. That's why I had to teach you a lesson. Is that bad? Well, it is bad, but I appreciate your warnings. I wouldn't have noticed the master at our school if it wasn't for the things today. I wouldn't have been able to cooperate with you. I stare at her for affirmation. Tosaka ponders for a bit. Geez, why is a guy like this Saber's master? She complains about something strange. We've been talking so long it's already gotten dark. It's almost 7 o'clock. Saber will get mad if I don't go home soon. So we'll look for a master at school. Right, we'll meet in the hallway after school tomorrow. Oh, I'll have Archer guard you on your way home. I can't walk you home since I have things to do, but Archer's good enough, right? Huh? I realize I've been forgetting about it all along. This is Tosaka's house, so it's not strange for Archer to be here too. The Knight in Red, Archer takes form. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've actually faced him. The man that almost got his head cut off by Saber that night. The man that tried to shoot Saber along with Berserker. Is it because of such things? I face him and instinctively feel that. I hate him. I probably will never be able to accept him. It must be the same for Archer as he stares at me with enmity. I appreciate that. If he hates me, I can hate him back without holding back. Please do your best, Archer. We're cooperating now, so don't attack him. I know, I will follow my master's orders. Archer disappears. Since he can't go out there dressed like that, dressed like he is, it must mean he will guard me in spirit form. I walk through the night town. It's still 7 o'clock, so I still see people around. I don't think any guard is necessary, but I can't turn down her goodwill. But maybe I should have refused. My nerves are getting strained. There are goosebumps on my skin, and I might throw up if I let my guard down. I feel hostility from behind me. The invisible guard is watching out for the one he has to protect. Man, how is he a guard? The hostility I feel is definitely coming from the man behind me. This is fine. It might end up like that night if you go any closer to my house. I tell the presence behind me. Archer doesn't answer. He just accepts my words and tries to leave. Wait, don't you have something you want to say? I glare at the invisible guy. The leaving presence stops. He appears with hostility still present. I have a better opinion of you. It seems you can at least feel hostility. Wow, I thought you were a pacifist who wouldn't even kill an insect. Don't mock me. I'm a Magus. If my enemy wants to fight, I'll fight back. I confront the knight in red. He smiles as if to make fun of me and shrugs his shoulders. Don't be ridiculous. A Magus that does not smell like blood is only half-assed. A half-ass, Didn't you learn so from your teacher, Miyashiro? What? My spirit weakens. Fritsugu certainly said so. Magi are tinged with blood. It doesn't matter if you hurt or don't hurt anyone. This path is a path wet with blood. Isn't that why Kritsugu told me not to be a Magus? Are you saying you don't smell blood on me? Of course not. You're not fit to be a master in that regard either. You are different from Rin. What is that? Are you saying you can smell blood on Tosaka? Yes. She is rather kind-hearted, but she's merciless when she has to be. She wouldn't go around looking for other masters every day if that wasn't the case. She's looking for other masters every day? That means she's fighting other masters. It's not like it's over once she finds a master. Then she's doing something like what happened at school every day. The event at school. The same thing that happened in the woods today. Of course not. I wish today would be the only case. It seems my master of great skill and mind turns immature when she's facing you. First of all, she doesn't need to cooperate with you, with the skills she has. But she's still doing meaningless things. I'm against this cooperation. But, well, it cannot be helped. Servants obey their masters. Isn't that right, Miyashiro? It means that a servant has to obey its master, even if he turns out to be a useless amateur. Is he talking about me and Saber? I see. I feel bad for Tosaka, partnering with such a cynical guy. Man, I'm stunned. Are you still saying such things? I will warn you, do not worry about your servant's personality. We are summoned only to fight. We are only a tool bound by the command spell. You guys have total control over us, so ignore what your tool has to say. That has implications. I can't tell him that's not the case. What Archer, the one bound by the command spell, said is definitely true. I can't think of Saber as a tool, but it's true that Saber is bound by the command spell. So, why did you stop me? Do not tell me it's something as ridiculous as wanting to make friends with me. Ugh, I don't have a reason. I just didn't like him, so I wanted to complain to him. Oh yeah, you want the Holy Grail as well, right, Archer? I ask an obvious question in desperation, then... Holy Grail? Oh, the evil treasure chest that is said to grant wishes, huh? I don't want such a thing. My wish cannot be granted by a thing like that. The knight in red declares contemptuously. What? That's contradictory. Servants desire the Holy Grail. Isn't that why they answer the call of the Magus and become servants? Wait, what's with that? And why are you a servant? It cannot be helped over the course of the event. I do not have free will. You must think we are answering the call by choice. What? Don't have free will? Does that mean he was called against his will, even though he doesn't want the Holy Grail? How stupid of you. Do you really not think about it? Look, a servant is the one that is summoned. No heroic spirits are summoned out of their own will, but by the will of others. We become heroic spirits because of our achievements, and we become support for people in the future. But Do you think... But, do you think that heroic spirits would really wish to aid humans? Well, I don't know. I don't know why I'm having such a trouble reading Archer's lines. I don't know. If they are called heroic spirits, they should be pure. That's why I imagine them protecting people. But that's not a case for at least for a lot of servants I've encountered. That's right, heroic spirits do not have a will. Heroic spirits are there just to protect the people. We are only summoned when there are inconveniences, and we disappear after we finish our remedial measures. We are beings that should not exist. We are not recognized even if we save the world. These are the heroic spirits, the ones of convenience that are called the Guardian. It is all over once we become one. Our wills are taken away. What? One that is summoned only to disappear? Heroic spirits are tools without a will. That can't be true. That can't be true. You and Saber have a will. You might have been summoned against your will, but don't you have a choice after you're summoned? Saber's saying she won't do such things that go against her will. Of course, we are servants. I don't know who made this system, but this war is well structured. It gives form to what should only be a part of the main body, and we are summoned as the real heroic spirits. As heroic spirits are given bodies, we can regain our humanity with them, along with our former desires and grudges. That is why servants seek the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail should be able to fulfill our desires, and it will allow us to stay in this world as humans, even if it may be for a short while. Stay here as a human? That must mean they can be set free as an individual and not a servant. And to add, the Holy Grail has powers to grant wishes. If it allows them to grant the wishes they had before they died, it's natural for servants to cooperate with their masters. So the Holy Grail must be a miracle for the servants as well. How can you say you don't need such a thing? You can fulfill a wish you couldn't make come true, and you can even quit being a servant? It is a simple story. I did not have a wish I could make come true. Huh? I am different from others. I made my own wish come true, died, and became a heroic spirit. That is why I don't have any wishes, nor do I wish to stay here as a human. That must be the same for your servant. Don't be stupid. Saber said she needed the Holy Grail. She's not like you, who's being a servant without an objective. My objective? Archer murmurs. Why is that? Why is it? It's just a normal murmur, but a chill runs through me. It's the same even if you have or don't have an objective. Ask your servant if you're curious. Saber's objective is to obtain the Holy Grail, but she will not use it for herself in that regard. She is an ideal guardian. She is literally a slave. Remember this. If you are to be her master, do not forget this. His presence disappears. The knight in red talks cynically until the very end and leaves. I'm home. Even though I don't feel like it, I follow my habit as I go into the house. I feel liveliness from the living room. I bet Fujini is watching TV and Sakura is preparing dinner. Saber, is she in the living room? I recall Archer's words and shake my head. I don't know what he wanted to say, nor do I want to know. But it's stuck in my head and it won't go away. A familiar called a servant. His honest opinion, scorning heroic spirits as mere cleaners. Well, I think that's a good place to end this episode, so I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, we be back. Oh, welcome home, senpai. Even though she's in the middle of cooking, she comes out to greet me. I'm home. I'm sorry I'm late. How much of dinner's done? I just started preparing, but I don't think I need your help. We're having stew tonight at Fujimaru-sensei's request. I see. There's certainly nothing I can help with. Looking, I see that everything's been cut up already. Knowing how good Sakura is, I bet all she has left to do is to cook it. Where's Saber? I don't see her in the living room. Saber-san is sleeping. She said she wanted to be woken up when you come home. Was Saber mad? I don't think so. Saber-san always has sharp eyes. If Sakura's hesitating to say, it must mean Saber's really mad. It's only natural though since I broke our promise of me coming home before dark. Oh, welcome home, Shiro. Saber-chan was really mad. She said she wanted to talk to you in the dojo after you got home. Fujini says something really scary when she munches on a mandarin. Ugh. Love that mute button for when I sneeze. Fujini, you didn't happen to tell Saber weird things, right? Like a person who breaks a promise should be punished by getting beaten with a shinai? I did tell her. I told her she doesn't need to hold back. I see. So my enemies aren't just other masters. There's another one hiding here as well. Can I ask you something? Did you take Saber to the dojo? Did you tell her to use a shinai if she wanted to train? Yeah, we fought a bit, but she's amazing. She doesn't know kendo, but she seems more like a swordsman than I do. Does she do fencing or something? No, I don't think she does. I think she's more like you. Like how she swings around a big sword unmatched to her size, and how she attacked enemies like a wild animal. Well, I'll accept the punishment since it's my fault. By the way, about Mitsuzuri, do you know if she's home or not? Huh? How do you know about that? That's a wrong voice. Huh? How do you know about that? I didn't think the news got out. I heard about it. I heard about her in the student council room. So how is it? Did anyone find Mitsuzuri? I stare at Fujini. Fujini is a teacher, even if she may not seem like one. She keeps quiet about things she shouldn't talk about, and I'm sure she'd tell a lie to comfort a student. So I have to stare at her to notice any changes while I ask about Mitsuzuri. So, Fujini, has nothing changed? I guess it can't be helped. You look like you'll run out. It looks like you'll run out if I keep quiet. It looks like you'll run out if I keep quiet. And it's not like this is a secret. But this is a special case, you know. I'm only telling you since you're her friend. I know. I appreciate it, so tell me quickly. I'll tell you about the results. Mitsuzuri was found earlier today. I'm sure the examination's over and she's home by now. She's kind of confused, but she doesn't have any wounds and there's no danger to her life. I can't tell you anything else. If you're her friend, ask her about it. I see. So it wasn't serious, huh? Thank God. I don't know what Mitsuzuri got into, but I know it has something to do with the strange incidents happening in town. It's likely that the source of this is the master at my school. I don't know what I would have done if something happened to Mitsuzuri. Oh yeah, Sakura, can I talk to you for a bit? Yes, what is it, senpai? It's nothing much, I'm just wondering if you know anything about Shinji. I'm sorry, senpai. I spent the night here last night, so I didn't go home. I heard that he skipped school today, but... So you don't know what he's up to, huh? Yeah, it's no surprise you don't know. Sorry I asked you something stupid. No, that's not true. I know about Nissan more than anybody else, so I should know why he skipped school, right? I don't think so, and it really helps when you're here. The event in the woods. If the person there really was Shinji, he has to have some kind of connection with the servant in black. Wow, what an astute observation there, Shiro. Then there's the worst case possibility that he is the master. If that's the case, wouldn't it be dangerous to let Sakura go back to her house? Senpai, what does that mean? Sakura, spend the night here tonight. You can use Fujini's clothes if you don't have a change. Huh? Senpai, that's... It'd help me out if you can stay here for a while. Well, you can go home if it's inconvenient for you. Oh, but it's absurd. It's troubling to be asked so suddenly to stay over. I'm sorry for saying things to trouble you. I bow my head and apologize. Then... Okay, I'll do as you want. Sakura agrees so quietly that it's almost lost in the sound of the cooking stew. It's getting late. I went to the dojo with Saber after dinner to receive my punishment. Saber called it training, but I swear she was just beating me up, and when we finished it was past 10 o'clock. It seems they're sleeping together again, as Fujini and Sakura go to the Japanese-style room. Shiro, what is wrong? Are you not going back to your room? Yeah, I'm going, but there's one thing I wanted to ask you before that. Please go ahead. I'll answer anything I can. I guess I'll get right to the point. What Archer said. Servants who have no freedom seek the Holy Grail to obtain freedom. It has to be the case for Saber, but he said Saber would not wish for freedom. Saber, you need the Holy Grail, right? Yes, my objective is to obtain the Holy Grail. I became a heroic spirit for that reason. I believe I told you this before. I know, but why? A servant can stay in this world without a master if it obtains the Holy Grail, right? Then you're going to obtain the Holy Grail and do what you wish here, right? That right was really weird. No, I will leave this world once I obtain the Holy Grail. It is not allowed someone from a different... Blah. It is not allowed for me, someone from a different time, to stay in this time. And most of all, I do not have anything I would want to do. Her eyes show determination. It shows no hesitation nor lies. In that case, there's nothing I can say to her. I see. I can't tell you strongly since I don't know what your wish is, but I think it's unlike Saber to ask for a wish from the Holy Grail. I don't know what the Holy Grail is, but I vaguely think that it's not appropriate for this golden-haired girl. I promise you that we'll obtain the Holy Grail, so I'll believe your words for now. Is something wrong? You have not seemed well since you came home. That's not true. Oh, yeah, Saber, about her course of actions. Saber looks serious now. As expected of her, Saber is Saber no matter how well she gets along with Fujini. It's annoying, but her true nature is revealed in her fighting, like Archer said. I went to school today and found out there's a third master there. I had a quarrel with Tosaka. A lot happened, and we ended up promising a truce until we find the master hiding at our school. I report what happened today in a hurry. Saber is listening seriously at first, but as the story goes on, she starts to look at me unhappily. Are you against cooperating with Tosaka? No, I agree that you should learn from Rin, as you have no knowledge. But I'd have liked you to tell me earlier, and if you could have, consulted me beforehand as well. Saber glares at me. I'm ashamed of myself since she's absolutely right. Then, you will cooperate with Rin tomorrow to search the school? Yep, I'll call for you if you find something strange, so stand by here until then. Phew, it is too lenient a plan, but it'll be perfect until you get used to battles. So, we will be going after the master that set up the boundary field at school. I nod, after thinking for a while. Let me confirm. After we defeat the master at your school, your cooperation with Rin will end, and she will be your enemy again. Is that correct? Saber asks to make sure. Well, I'm gonna say I can't say for sure. Just cause, Rin doesn't seem to think... She's hesitant. And I'm also pretty sure if I say this, that Saber might just kill Rin as soon as we take care of, Ryder and Shinji. Or the other master hanging out the school, that there totally is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it's not Ryder. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure. I owe Tosaka, and most of all, I personally don't want to fight Tosaka. No, I can't say for sure yet. There might be more to do even after we defeat the master at my school. There's that monster called Berserker as well. If we can cooperate, we should cooperate for as long as we can. I see. I will obey if my master says so, but that'll only make it harder for you. Please do not regret your choice when the time comes. Saber bows and leaves. I know. The more we cooperate, the greater the likelihood that we'll fight in the end. I should try to be Tosaka's enemy for as long as I can if I don't want to be mentally hurt. Or else, what's going to remain is a big scar. Because no matter which of us wins, the survivor has to finish off the loser. The next day. Chapter 6. Faker. Hang on, I need water. Water's good. I am dreaming. Using a small connection like a blood vessel, I see a memory that I cannot reach. It is his memory. At the very least, it's not mine. This is someone else's story. It's so long ago that he doesn't even recall it. It's so old that he doesn't even try to recall it. It's so ancient that he cannot recall it. It is a heavy burden of a contract that has been established and cannot be withdrawn. Oh, is this Rin dreaming about Archer? Usually that'd be an interlude if it wasn't, so I'm guessing it's Shiro until given reason to believe otherwise. It's not like he wanted something. If anything, he was the kind of guy that could not put up with anything. He cannot put up with having people cry around him. He cannot put up with having people get hurt around him. He cannot put up with having people die around him. That's the only reason he had, and for that reason only, he tried to help everybody in his sight. He was clumsy, and he made you worry if you were looking. I am suddenly burpy, and I don't know why. He was clumsy, and it made you worry if you were looking at him. But he would accomplish it in the end, and I think he changed a lot of people's lives. I'm sure his life was a happy one. His clumsy battles were not meaningless. He was able to save people proportional to how much he got hurt, and how many times he faced death. But there's one pitfall there. I said everybody in his sight. But one can never look at oneself. So in the end, he cannot save the most important person of all, himself. I don't know how it ended up like that. No, it should be the other way around. It was a wonder that it didn't end up like this earlier. Anyway, it was a terrible disaster. A lot of people died, and a lot of people were facing death. Something that could not be solved with his powers alone. With many deaths in front of him, he... Let me make a contract. I shall give you my life after my death. I would like the compensation now. Yes, he made a contract with something as mysterious as the world. Throwing away himself to save people. It is the birth of a hero. That's all. There's nothing after that. Even if he is called a hero, it doesn't change what he does. From the beginning, it was not his objective to be a hero. It's just that he needed the power of a hero in the process. But his end came rather quickly. An excellent savior is nothing but a nuisance for the people that are not getting saved. He understands his own powers and the extent of the world. He accepts that what can be saved and what cannot be saved. That's why he wanted at least the people in his sight to be happy. A lot of people called it hypocrisy. Many despise it as an extreme value. The way he silently pursued his ideal was something he should have been proud of. But in the end, he met an uncompensated end, as the contract promised. He reached the place. He had friends and a lover. He lost all of them and was cornered by the ideal he pursued. He had no place to go. He was burdened with many voices of resentment, but still kept fighting. He knew of his fate, but he acted like he could try to perform miracles, using his fate as a support. As a support, yeah. But that comes to an end. The place he reaches at the end of the Hill of Swords. The place he reaches at the end is a Hill of Swords. His battle ends on the hill among a rusted, ownerless steel. Still alone. But he smiles in satisfaction as he lets go of the sword. As if saying there's nothing to regret if he was able to save everybody that came into his sight. My body feels heavy. My awakening comes with a headache. I wonder if it's because of my wound from yesterday. My right arm's still hurting. I murmur while getting up. It's past 6 o'clock. Crap, I should be making breakfast. I jump out of my futon and change instantly. Fujini and Sakura have morning practice. They'll be leaving here around 6:30, so I won't make it unless I hurry. After I see them off, I drink tea with Saber. Time flies by and it's past 7 o'clock before I realize it. I'm going now. Take care while I'm gone, Saber. Yes, please be careful yourself as well. Do not do anything reckless, even if you may be with Reen. Yeah, I learned that yesterday. I'll ask her help if I'm to go after an enemy. I wave goodbye and leave. The morning air is peaceful, but the place I'm heading to isn't normal anymore. Alright, I get myself mentally ready as I go down the hill. Tosaka's acting like a master, so I should act as one too. I get to the class right on time. I greet people as I make my way to my seat. Huh? On my way, my eyes catch a glimpse of someone and my mind goes blank. Yo, it's my main man Shinji, let's go! I don't need to think. I run straight to Shinji. Shinji, you... Hey, Emiya, what's going on? You're looking pretty dangerous. Did something happen to you while I was gone? Shut up, what did you do to Mitsuzuri? Mitsuzuri? Oh, Ayako. I heard she ran away. I heard about it in the range this morning, so she was found in Shinto, huh? I don't know what's funny, but Shinji laughs. It looks like he's sneering at her. Don't play dumb. You're the last one that talked to her. I'm asking you what you did to her then. Huh? We only chatted for a bit. More importantly, did you hear about it, Emiya? Ayako was... Whoa! Ayako was fucked up in the back alley. It must have been rough. I heard her eyes were spaced out and her uniform was messed up. Oh no, I think about Shinji. I'm curious if he did anything bad to her, other than what he did bad to her or with the writer. Well, I don't know what happened, but it's not something I can ignore, right? I'm kind of curious how that conceited girl got trashed. Why the angry face? It's just a joke. Ayako's under care now, right? I think she's staying at her house now. Well, I guess it'll be harder for her once she comes back, because the rumor will have spread by then. Shinji, are you saying you told everyone at the archery range about this? Maybe, but all the first years know about it already. I hear the rumor's been flying around since yesterday. Shinji sounds happy. I clench my fists. Did he go around and tell everyone such a story? Mitsuzuri's a girl. Everyone thinks she's strong, but she's still a girl. So no matter how strong she is, it'll destroy her if such a rumor is spreading. And he still spread the rumor in spite of that? It is Shinji, that shouldn't be that much of a surprise. He took a secret and spread it irresponsibly. Shinji, you. I grab his shoulder. Don't glare at me like that. I said I don't know anything about it. You'll regret it if you hit me for a selfish reason. Shaking my hand off, Shinji goes to sit down. The homeroom bell rings. I can't stay standing when everyone's sitting down. I glare at Shinji one more time and head to my seat. Alright, and with that being said, I think that's a good place to end the episode. Can't wait to kill Shinji in the next episode. Later, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, I need a save. Beep. Okay, let me turn up this. Oh, also I need to bring the mic closer to me. It has been a hot second since I've recorded any of this. Just because there's just been so many games coming out, man. What do you want from me? There's been so much coming out. Also, the main reason why other things coming out makes it so hard to record this is because I have to, like, completely change, like, the settings to record Fate. So it's just a little harder. So, with that being said, I'm going to try and record a ton today, and hopefully we can get back to our regularly scheduled, like, schedule of Fate. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get back to it. The day ends. School's over, and the students head home, one after another. I could have questioned Shinji, but I don't have any proof right now. Even if I told him about seeing him in the woods yesterday, it would amount to nothing if he tells me he just happened to be there. I have to find proof first. I don't know if he's a master or not, but I'm sure he has something to do with Mitsuzuri's case. How to identify a master? I can only strip them and look for a command spell, huh? Well, I'm sure no master's going to allow me to do that. It's almost time. Tosaka might know of a good way. I get up. I promised Tosaka I'd meet her in the hallway after school. I get together with Tosaka and look around the whole school. According to Tosaka, the boundary field has its foundations set up throughout the school. Tosaka's been searching and erasing them, but it seems they keep coming back up or new ones are created, preventing Tosaka from completely eliminating the boundary field. Oh gosh, what's her voice? The boundary field's already set up. The boundary field's already set up. What I'm doing is weakening the effect. It's better than nothing, and I'm sure the master won't activate it until it's complete. That's the case according to her. Tosaka, can I ask you something? I call out to Tosaka after she eliminates the mark on the rooftop. What? Do you still feel something strange on the rooftop? Oh, no, this is about a different matter. I don't feel anything strange here now. I can't feel anything. I see. I guess we've erased all the active marks now. You can't sense magical energy, but you're really sensitive to abnormality. That wasn't even me being bad at, like, reading. I just struggled to pronounce abnormality. In the air, I didn't think I'd be able to erase all the marks so fast. Tosaka's in a good mood. I'm happy I get to be of help, but this is no time for that. Tosaka, can masters recognize other masters? Does their presence change even if their servant is in spirit form? No, but yes, you can identify a master if he hasn't done anything to hide it. All masters are Magi, so you can find them if you follow the magical energy. Additionally, they formed a contract with a great familiar called a servant, so their magical energy will leak even if they hide it. You haven't noticed since you're slow, but I leave magical energy behind me. A Magus would A Magus would know right away. It has been too long and I am struggling. A Magus would know right away I'm a master, and I'm sure I can recognize another master if I see him or her. Really? But you didn't know I was a Magus. Why is that? Because you leak out literally nothing. What, you want me to say it? Tosaka sounds mean now. I have a bad feeling about this. No, it's fine. I think I figured it out. Smart move. Well, that's how it is. There are people who have small amount of magical energy that aren't Magi. Magi approve others as Magi only when they have more than a set amount of magical energy. Yeah, I figured that out. Oh, then what do you feel from me now? You haven't changed at all. I heard it was an incomplete summoning, so I bet the connection between you two is small, except when healing your wounds. Well, I guess that's possible since you're a special case. Then Shinji isn't a master. Or... Well, okay, I know what's going on, but I just feel like based off of all of that stuff that they just talked about, I was like, couldn't you also just come to the assumption that he's just like Shiro, really weak, that puts out almost nothing to the point of being like almost unnoticeable? Then Shinji isn't a master. Even if I can't tell, Tosaka can identify a master. Tosaka should be able to feel the lingering magical energy if Shinji isn't a master with a servant. Oh, you say we have to look for masters, but it should be easy once we start. We just need to follow the trail of magical energy, right? That's not true. If they have an item that can hide their magical energy, nobody would find out about them. Well, I think items that can hide a magical energy as large as a servant are rare, so I don't think any master has one. Then you can't detect a master even if he's close to you, if he has such an item? It'd depend on what he has, but I think I'd be able to tell if I go near him. As long as they formed a contract with a servant, friction with the world will occur. That's just a cool sentence, just friction with the world. If I can't identify a master even when I'm near him, it means that master isn't using a servant. Well, I guess there are exceptions, but that'll be the case, 9 times out of 10. We returned to the classroom. Even though we couldn't find any clues about other masters, it seems Tosaka's happy about that we eliminated a lot of the marks. She said something about the enemy coming out in the future because we were so active and whatnot. You're patient. You don't know how long it'll be before that happens, right? Really? A person who would set up a boundary field like this won't just stay quiet if something like this happens. I'm guessing he or she will come out tomorrow. This person won't let the same thing happen twice. Tosaka sneers at the master we have yet to see. So that's how it is. Yep. Well, I have some things to do, so I'll be going home now. I have to buy a lot of stuff in preparation for tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Go home early today, okay? Go straight home. Oh, you're worrying about me? No, it just screws up my plans if my ally dies. I'm just making sure. Tosaka says so quickly. Her panic is so unlike her, and it's obvious that she's only hiding her embarrassment. I see. I'm beginning to understand more about Tosaka. Anyway, you're too defenseless, so don't do careless things. I'm an exception, but other masters will kill you in a matter of seconds. Tosaka looks away and tries to leave. Oh. Seeing her leave, I suddenly... Tosaka, is Archer by her side? Murmur something meaningless. He is? What, do you need to talk to him? No, I'm just wondering if you two are getting along. Tosaka looks back at me in wonder at the sudden question. Then... Oh, I see. You don't need to worry, he's a good guy, even though he's rebellious. He's immature in spite of his looks, and he's fun to be with. Saying so happily, Tosaka disappears down the stairs. Mrs. Ari's case might still be affecting me, as I am at the archery range before I know it. The range is far from the school building and seems deserted. The club activities are over, so there's nothing to find here. I guess I'll go home. I turn around and head to the gate. And between me and the gate stands Mato Shinji, as if blocking my way. Hey, you're going home this late? Weren't all students supposed to go home immediately since it's getting dangerous recently? I don't think I can be calm facing Shinji here. I ignore him and keep walking. I see, you're so tired that you can't even greet your friend, huh? You're tired because you're doing meddlesome things like destroying the spells. His voice sounds delighted. I jump back and ready myself. Spell. If you're using that word, then... I glare at Shinji. Yep, that's right. The boundary field that you thoroughly eliminated is a security measure I set up. If you destroy it like that, I'll be so scared that I won't be able to come to school anymore. I see. So this is how stupid I am. I knew about it when I saw Shinji in the woods, but I rejected the idea because I was so unprepared for the truth. Hold on, don't be on guard like that. Since that annoying Tosaka's gone, let's talk things over as men. As you know, I don't like fighting. Talk things over? You don't want to fight me? Of course not. I'm guessing you were forced to be this master thing as well, right? It happened to me too. I was forced to be a master, even though I'm not a Magus, nor do I have the will to fight. I'm trying to find a way to get through this without fighting anybody, so that's why I have no intentions of fighting you. I see, then what's up with that boundary field? You're saying you don't want to fight, even though you have such a thing set up? Are you stupid? That's for my protection. There's a pure Magus named Tosaka in this school. She won't hesitate to fight. Since I'm not a Magus, I have to set up protection for myself. That boundary field is set up for that purpose alone. I won't activate it as long as I don't get attacked. He's making sense. I don't know if Shinji is really a master or not, or how he became one. But I can't trust his story. If Shinji says so, I should believe him. But before that, Shinji, are you the one that attacked the female student yesterday? I have to get this question answered. Oh, that? I couldn't help it. My servant's unmanageable, and she attacks people if I let her be. I'm just a normal person. I'm not a Magus like Tosaka, so it's hard for me to get her to obey me. Then what happened yesterday is an accident? Your servant did it herself? Yeah, I'll be careful from now on. I don't want anything happening here either. I'll make sure the only thing she does is protect me. You swear that's true, Shinji? Yeah, why would I lie? I could have kept it a secret, but I told you about it. You're getting suspicious of me, right? I'll have to fight back if you attack me, so I came out with it before that happened. I don't want to fight anybody. Can't trust everything he says, but if Shinji really thinks so, everything would work out. Alright, I believe you. If you're not gonna do anything, I won't do anything to you either. That's fine, right, Shinji? Good, you're understanding for once. But that's not good enough. Can't you tell why I came here to talk? Shinji holds out his hand. So that means... Do you want to cooperate with me, Emiya? I'm sure you don't know, but the Mato family is a family of Magi. Well, magic died out in my father's generation, but we still have the knowledge. How does it sound? I'll be helpful to an inexperienced master like you, right? The Mato line is a family of Magi. Tosaka didn't say such a thing. No, she must have excluded him since magic died out in his father's generation, like he said. So, what do you say? We can survive through the Holy Grail War if we cooperate. You shouldn't even need to think about it. His hand is held out. Shinji's proposal isn't bad. It makes sense, and it's a viable option. But... Shinji, does Sakura know that you're a master? Huh? You really must be an amateur, Emiya. Listen, a family of Magi only teaches its secrets to the eldest son. I'm pretty sure that's not true. I thought it was just the eldest. I'm pretty sure in every other piece of Fate that I've read, it's always just the eldest. Like, eldest child in general. Because then wouldn't the Tosakas keep having babies in an attempt for a son instead of, you know, Reen? I feel like that makes the most sense. I feel like if there are too many, like, female Moggies for for that to be true. But anyways, other children are just spare organs. It's meaningless to teach magic to such a thing, and it's just a waste of time. Jeez, a slow woman like her wouldn't be able to use magic. I'm the only one that inherited the secret. I see. That's really good. Sakura shouldn't be involved in all this. I want her to be smiling happily all the time. When was the last time she actually did that? Shinji, if you won't do anything to me, I won't do anything to you. That's good enough, right? I see. So you won't cooperate with me? We don't need to, right? If we're not gonna fight, cooperation is meaningless. If you only want to protect yourself, have the church take care of you until the Holy Grail War ends. You know that, right? Oh, what is this? Are you trying to win this war? I have no intention of fighting, but I'll fight anyone that attacks me, and I can't just ignore people that will bring disaster to this town. And I won't kill people, but I have to see what the Holy Grail really is. To do so, I have to survive until the end, right? I turn my back to Shinji. I see. So you're gonna fight no matter what, huh? Has nothing to do with me, but you're not intending to involve Sakura in this, are you? There's no way I'll let her get involved. You're gonna hide this from her too, right? Of course. Well, as her brother, I can't let her stay at the house with a guy who's going to fight. If you're going to fight, I won't let Sakura out of my place until the Holy Grail War ends. That's fine, right, Emiya? Shinji does have a point. As long as I'll be fighting, my house is in danger. Alright, I'll tell Sakura. Is that good for you, Shinji? Okay, I'm glad you're so caring. Be honest, I was scared if you were going to hold her hostage. Well, my problem is solved for now. I don't know what's funny, but Shinji laughs. That's all I have to say. I'm going home. Go ahead. Oh, but you know that this is our secret, right? I came out with this secret since you're my friend. I don't know what I'll do if you go and tell somebody about this. That must mean he'll activate the boundary field if I tell Tosaka about this. Yeah, I won't tell anyone. But it's a different story if she finds out herself. I'm going to help her as much as I can. I won't stop her from fighting if she finds out about you. So if you don't want to be found out, don't do anything. I head to the gate for real. The school building is tinted by the setting sun. Shinji sees me off without a word. And I think I'm going to end the episode there. Just because I don't have a ton of time to record. Like, I'm planning to record like all day. But that's about the only time I'll have to record Fate for a long time. So I'm going to try and keep these episodes under 20 minutes. And since that scene went on, like, I don't think a scene's going to end in like 6 minutes. That sort of shtick. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. There are only 2 sets of shoes at the entrance. Fujini's and Saber's. Oh, yeah, we're back, by the way. I just started reading. Anyways, yeah, we're back. I'm worried, so I go to the living room without saying I'm home. I go through the hallway with quick steps. As I expected, Sakura isn't in the living room. Moreover, there's a person that looks like Fujini doing something like cooking. Oh, welcome home, Shiro. What's with that surprised face? Did something happen? She must have been mixing flour. She puts a bowl she's been mixing onto the table. Yeah, I am surprised. Everything's so different. Actually, I don't remember how many years it's been since I last saw her doing something like cooking. Different? Oh, you must mean Sakura. She went home. Someone from her house called her and she had to go home. I see, so Shinji must have called her. It's needless help, but I guess he wanted to take care of it as quickly as possible. Shinji? Oh well. After tilting her head in question, Fujini goes back to the kitchen. It's so weird doing her voice without being like trying to be like over the top, like trying to actually be like, I'm Fujini, having like a normal conversation. Feels so wrong in so many ways. I'm a bit curious. It's not completely dark yet, so I'll stop Fujini's wrongdoing before the sun sets. I'll see how Sakura's doing before. I think that going and talking to Sakura, like, if I could call her, that would be one thing. I want to go to the next page and start saving, like, the bad ends. Should I do that? I don't know. I don't know where I should do the bad ends. Let's cancel that and then put it here. See, I think this and this are the only 2 viable options. This is definitely a bad end. I'm pretty sure if we go out and try to do this, Ryder will just kill us. So let's not do that. What do I want to do? I feel like I never talked to Fujini. But at the same time, I kind of want to talk to... This is a hard choice. Because how often are we gonna get to talk to Fujini? But at the same time, it's the Bae. How could I not talk to her? Fine, I'll do this one. I have to find out what Fujini's up to. For the peace of our dinner and for Saber, who's secretly looking forward to it. Excuse me? Oh, Okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki. Are you hungry? You're wrong. Sakura left me in charge, so I'll be cooking tonight. I'll cook for all 3 of us, so you can go wake up Saber. Wow, I'm surprised. I don't know about her choice of food, but Fujini is acting like a woman, huh? Okay. Yeah, you should be able to cook if you're that old. Huh, why are you cooking rice, Fujini? You don't need rice with okonomiyaki. We do. I'm making kanitama. So it'll just be an omelet if we don't have rice. If we don't have rice. Fujini cracks open an egg as she says so. The egg drops into the flour she's been mixing. I'm surprised. It seems kanitama and okonomiyaki are the same thing in Fujini's head. Fujini, I know you'll realize your mistake in a few minutes, but I'll come out and tell you. Oh, that's the best way to start a sentence. What? Alright, tell me. She must think something's wrong as well. She looks at me with respect. Well, that's not kanitama. It'll be a horrifying dish where you'll be putting okonomiyaki on top of rice. So let's remake this. I clearly tell her. Isn't it the same putting omelet or okonomiyaki on rice, kitchen chef? Or kitchen... Is that chef or chief? I'm always bad at that. No, first of all, I'm not a kitchen chef. We'll give Saber a wrong impression of Japanese food. Let's remake this. I take the bowl away from Fujini. No, I mix it so we can't waste it. No, I'll make some snacks with this later. Dude, I wish I could be as good a cook as freaking Shiro. I love to cook, but it's one of those things I'm so bad at it that it always ends up taking away. Like, let's say I'm following instructions, and like I used to get HelloFresh a lot just because like I like eating healthier most of the time and not having to go out to get food and that kind of stuff. And they'll always tell me like, yes, this will take like 25-ish minutes to cook and like 10-ish minutes to get ready. And then about like an hour later is when I'll be sitting down to eat. So like I'm just a terrible cook, but I'm jealous. The fact that he can just go, no, I'll take the stuff that you sucked with and turn it into a snack later. Like, I'm so jealous. You go crack about 5 eggs and mix them thoroughly. Oh, the crab and the bamboo shoots are ready. Then I'll make the sauce. I'll let you cook it. I'll let you cook it. It's alright. If I preheat the pan, even you can do it. Well, now that it's decided, I'll need potato starch, ginger, vinegar, soy sauce, sugar. What? I told you to do the eggs. Don't mix them too fast, okay? Use a chopstick and use the whole bowl to mix them. Where did he even learn how to cook? I mean, it happened when he was, like, living with, Kiritsugu, because didn't he say that he did, like, most of the cooking? I don't know if she's listening or not, as she's just looking at me like she wants to say something. Then, you know, this might sound weird, but Fujini is, like, I think looks probably the best in this art style out of all the characters. I think it probably goes, like, Fujini, Rin, Saber, and Sakura are pretty close to each other. Oh, but Berserker also looks so good. Then it's, like, Berserker, and then it's, like, I think he struggles with like all the guys like he doesn't struggle with them. They just don't look as good in this, I think. You have dignity in the kitchen. Saying so, she opens the refrigerator. Well, I'm glad to hear that, but is it a good thing that it's only in the kitchen? Dinner's over. I finish cleaning up after dinner and face Saber in the dojo. I tell her what happened today, about how we eliminated the boundary fill at school, and how Tosaka is expecting a counterattack tomorrow. I don't tell her about Shinji. I don't want her to consider him as an enemy until I figure out his true intentions. Then we'll not be going out tonight? No. It might be vexing for you, but sit tight for tonight. I don't intend to fight needless battles, and also, we're not in a condition to be fighting freely. I'm inexperienced as a master, and Saber has limits to how many times she can fight since I'm not giving her any magical energy. We can't be leisurely looking for masters in our situation. I understand. You certainly do have a point. It is not proactive, but we do need the utmost care for victory. But if you have a will to fight, we cannot spend time leisurely. If we are to stay here tonight, we should use this time to train. Saber stares at me. She doesn't even need to tell me. I brought Saber to this dojo with that in mind. I know. Do you remember what happened last night? We trained a bit since you told me I was slacking off for coming home late last night. Well, it was more like you were beating me up. That is because Taiga told me that I had to go hard on you, or you would not listen to me. It is not because I was angry yesterday. Saber says so in a panic. No, it's fine. That was a good lesson for me. No matter what I do, I can't beat someone I can't beat. I couldn't realize such a simple thing until I fought you. With that in mind, I think it's important to train with you. I don't know how effective it'll be, but I should be able to survive longer in battle if you train me hard. Then, Shiro. Yeah, can you train me whenever we have time? Whenever we have the time? For today, that'll be until we go to bed. I take the Shinai on the wall. It's still 8 o'clock. There's still 4 more... Wait. Shiro goes to bed every night at like 12 and wakes up at like 6? Dude, I struggle to go to bed at 12 and then wake up at like 8 or 9. What the frick? Gosh darn it, Shiro. I was about to say I want to be you, but there are a lot of sucky parts about being you, so I don't know if I really want to be. There's still 4 hours until bedtime, so I'll train my heart out. Ouch, man, Saber never went easy on me. I get into my futon. My body is covered in bruises and pain-killing patches, and I'm sure it'll be all sore tomorrow. I'm tired. I take a breath. I train my strengthening magic after Saber's training, and I'm both tired physically and mentally. Saber and Fujin are sleeping in a room a bit away from here, but I don't care. I'm just tired. I'll sleep for now and prepare for tomorrow. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Am I dreaming? My mind's dozing. I actually have no idea what's happening right now. My body's asleep and I can't move a finger. Then this has to be a dream. It's a dark night. My ears are ringing. My feet are asleep, but I'm walking down the hill. Come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here. It's cold. The wind is blowing on me, and since I'm in my pajamas, my body is freezing. This coldness is unlike Fuyuki City. The chill would be cool enough to wake me up if this were a dream. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I walk through the empty town. The annoying sound won't stop. Ignoring my shivering body, my feet are moving towards somewhere. Oh. I try to scream and realize that my throat is frozen. This isn't a dream. This can't be a dream. But my mind's still asleep. My limbs, they aren't following my orders and they are walking out on as if manipulated by something. Come here, 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 come here. Oh, this must be the destination. My feet move faster as they move up the stairs. Now, come here, boy. Now, come here, boy. Now, come here, boy. Now, come here, boy. Boy, 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 boy. The ringing in my ears turns into a voice. No, that's wrong. The sound hasn't changed at all. It has been repeating the same thing over and over. Come. What fills my head is a female voice filled with magical energy. I see the mountain gate. Something's on the other side, and if I cross that gate, I won't come out alive. I don't know what this is, but my dozing mind screams out for me to run away. Go back, go back, go back. Stop, you can still make it. Wake up and go back. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I didn't get to finish reading. Don't listen to that voice. Okay, that's it. Oh. My consciousness wakes up. My head clears and my will finally returns. But it's too late. My limbs don't obey me as I go through the mountain gate. The only certain thing in is my mind. My body does not listen to my will and walks into the Ryoto temple following the voice. The temple is covered in darkness. In the center stands something with an inhuman magical energy. The figure wavers like a mirage. The shadow reminding me of death strips off the darkness and turns out just to be a really hot witch. Oh my gosh. The figure becomes a witch like... I don't know if I talked about this in the last one, but like... I think she looks way better with like the hood over her eyes. I don't know what it is about like the top half of her face, where I'm like, for some reason, it just doesn't look as good to me. The figure becomes a witch like one would see in a fairy tale. Stop right there, boy. I will kill you if you come any closer. A sneering laugh. It seems my body is under her control. My feet that never stopped freeze at the command. My consciousness wavers. My limbs still do not move, and an unknown enemy is standing before me. Yes, she's an enemy. I can be sure of that. She's a servant, a heroic spirit that excels the most in magic out of the 7 servants. Servant caster? I move my throat with all my effort and glare at my enemy. Yes, that's right, boy. Welcome to my temple. I welcome you, Saber's master. Her cool voice is mocking me. I put power into my legs, but my body will not move. Damn, what the hell am I doing? I've been lured here, and on top of that, I can't move a muscle. I concentrate on my limbs with all my power. I don't know what kind of trick it is, but it has to be her magic that's restraining me. Then if I can extract her magical energy out of my body... You think you can free yourself? How cute of you. You're going to kill my spell with such a method? How naive. What? I concentrate all my will to search throughout my body. Caster's magical energy. The enemy's magical energy that's inside me, restraining my body. I look inside my body while keeping my eyes open. It's alright. It's nothing difficult if I'm calm. I identify the flow of magical energy every night. I just have to do what I've been doing and identify Caster's poison inside of me. Even if I can't get it out of my body, I can concentrate into one of my limbs so that I can move the other 3. That's really cool. Also, I should say, when I was like confused about what was happening earlier, I'd have thought that it was this, but I could have sworn in the anime, he was like out at the shed, you know, doing like his like training, like, you know, enhancing things and whatnot, and then he fell asleep there. And then since Saber wasn't able to be like, didn't know he was going to be out there that night, she wasn't close enough to protect him if something were to happen. But at the same time, I don't remember in the anime, Fujini wasn't staying at the Emiya residence, I think. Now I'm just sitting here thinking about, like, how did it all go in the anime? I'm pretty sure that's, like, what happened was, like, Saber was, like, in the room right next to Shiro, but then Shiro went out to the shed, fell asleep there, and that's what made it so easy for Caster to whisk him away into the night. I might be misremembering, but I think that's what happened. So this is just a little different, and I wasn't sure if this is like something a little extra or if it's just like a slightly different version of like the same scene. That's why I said I don't really know what's happening right now, because I just wasn't sure. Huh? How can this be? Caster's magical energy is not mixed within me. The only poison-like elements is this one small point on my chest, but all my body is acting abnormally. It's not that there's something wrong with the blood flowing in me. If there's something abnormal, it's not with my blood, but the blood vessels themselves. It's like having my heart locked up. The red spot on my chest has to be Caster's magical energy. One cursed word is taking away my body's authority. No way. It means I was cursed when I was sleeping. Even if I was asleep, it should have been impossible for me to be seized by a magic cast from so far away. Magi have magic resistance. It is the one power to repel magic such as hypnotism, binding, and coercion. As long as one is a magus, one cannot be easily controlled by others. It's a fundamental law. Magi have magic circuits. The circuit in one's body does not only make magical energy, but can also repel external magical energy. Therefore, it is difficult to interfere with someone with a magical circuit, and it is difficult even to control a magus several ranks lower than you. As the magic circuit repels external magical energy, magic is destroyed before it can be completed. For that reason, indirect intervention magic, such as hypnotism and binding, has a low success rate. Even if the target is not a magus, the magic can be repelled unconsciously if the target has a magic circuit. From that point of view, an intervention of just attacking with pure magical energy like Tosaka does, making a weapon in this world and attacking an opponent as a result, is a simple method. Physical impacts work on everyone. It does not matter if the target has a magic circuit or not, as people will bleed if they are cut with a knife. That's why the situation is strange. I'm sure I could be affected if I had a magic cast on me from close range. If I had met Caster before and she had cast coercion on me, it's probable that I could be controlled even at a distance. But I have not met Caster before, nor have I had a curse cast on me. So this is our first meeting. Without moving from here, Caster's cast a spell to the faraway Emiya house and control my body. Isn't that also just like super scary, because that means that she could like, not only does she have the power to cast spells this powerful from like far range, but it also means that she's like fully aware of where where Shiro was when she cast it and was able to like pinpoint exactly on him from the Ryudo temple. Like, freaking OP. The word witch pops in my head. If she can control Magus' body from a distance of a few kilometers, does it not mean that Caster can control everyone in the town from here? That's actually what I was just thinking. I don't remember the explanation for this. I feel like there is some explanation as to why she doesn't just like easily take over every single person ever, but I don't remember what it was, so my spirit was weakened. As the magic is complete, there's no way I can dispel it. I can't do anything unless Caster release me, or I get some outside help. Do you get it now? It is my magic that is binding you, and not my magical energy. A completed magic cannot be washed away by water like magical energy. It is just like a solid and a liquid. The solid does not crumble even if the water is poured on it, right? The shadow steps closer to me. The bluish-purple robe melting into the night is smiling. But there are exceptions. For example, yes, the magic you people make is like mud buildings to me. I can wash it away with a violent water current, even if I may be a solid. Do you understand? The difference between us is that great. I see. That's why you brought me here, huh? Yes, all the masters are weak, but you are the weakest by far. Your magic resistance is on the same level as that of the ordinary people in this town. It is only natural that I would want to talk to such a master, you know? She smiles. She shows superiority as if I'm her prey. A chill runs through me. Don't lie about wanting to talk to me. She's ready to kill me at any moment. See, you're misunderstanding again. Don't worry, I can't suck up all your magical energy if I kill you. Everyone in this town is mine. I have to let them live and have them give me every bit of their magical energy. Her laugh echoes in my ears. What? A missing piece fits into my head. Did she just say she'll suck up all the magical energy from the people in this town? Castor, you involved innocent people in this? Oh, you didn't know? I thought you already knew since you cooperated with that little girl. I see. You didn't know, huh? Castor smiles even more. It seems like she's pondering how to kill her prey. In that case, I shall tell you. I, Servant Castor, have the privilege to make a territory. A magus has a workshop, right? It's just like that. I constructed a temple in this place to protect myself. Fortunately, this land is an unfavorable land for servants. It's excellent as my territory, and most of all, it's easy to collect magical energy from here. I couldn't hold back at first since you people only had small amounts of magical energy, but I can collect it pretty well now. You see it, right? The preserved magical energy, pieces of people in this land collected from hundreds of people. And the incidents occurring in town are... Yes, I told you this is my temple, right? Then is it not the people's duty to offer me sacrifices? The strange coma incidents happening in town. I thought there weren't that many victims, but she just said hundreds of people. When I strain my eyes, it looks like the swirl of magical energy in this place is made of more than 1,000 souls. Oh, that's a fun image. Castor! I concentrate all my will into my limbs, but there's no change, and Castor's standing there as if to make fun of me. Well, let us finish our conversation. It must be boring for you to stay like that as well, she whispers into my ear. At the same time, the enemy I couldn't see fills my vision. Saber's master, I shall take the command spell from you. Saber is too valuable to have disappear. I shall have her defeat that annoying berserker. Castor raises her arm. Her fingers are going for my arm. Take my command spell? Is that possible? I think Tosaka said that one needs to pull out the nerves along with the command spells. That's right. I will cut off your arm and transplant the command spells to my master. But the command spell is one with the owner's magic circuits. So taking up the command spell means I will be taking out your nerves as well. Castor said so as if it's nothing at all. What? Pull out my nerves? She'll cut off my arm and take all the nerves of my body with it? If she does that, Yes, you should turn into a vegetable. But you can be assured that I won't take your life. I desperately put power into my limbs, but they don't even twitch. My limbs won't move, and I'm like a prisoner about to be executed. A bewitching smile. The glowing fingers reach out for my left hand like a crawling spider. And I think that's a good place to end this episode. That's actually perfect. I was like sitting here like waiting for like, when is this scene gonna end? When is this scene gonna end? Like not wanting me to rush it, but like more just like, because I thought that there was gonna be like some decision because I heard that there's a bad end specifically here. So I was trying to like wait, like I'm gonna end it when that decision comes up so we can wait for the next one. But I guess there isn't. So I guess I was wrong about there being like a bad end there, but I mean, hey, that's okay. But yeah, with that being said, which one? I'll save over this one. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.